Well, hello!
Hello.
Welcome to Grimm's, I'm Grimm. And before I repeat last week's mistake, we're going to introduce our incredible tavern goers. A big round of applause for Mr. Mark. Virtual round of applause for Mr. Mark.
Thank you.
Miss Lisa. Virtual round of applause for Miss Lisa. Miss Erin. And last but not least, Mr. Calvin. Hello, Calvin.
I got the least applause.
What the? Extra applause for Calvin!
Oh, yay! Skip the scene. Skip it, guys.
All right, now it comes to a dark moment in the game.
Already?
The recap.
Oh.
I know. So last time.
I wasn't there for that.
I know, this is a tough one.
I missed that last one.
It was your evil twin.
Yeah, that's totally what it was. This is a little bit different. I'm going to put you on the spot. But would you mind doing the recap this round since you have an incredible memory and your perspective is a little different? Yes.
Yes. I will try to be as unbiased as I can be. So, following an introduction to the great and powerful Tiamat that turned out to be Victor's father, who tried to stab his son to death in order to save his mother, Victor knocked his father unconscious. Carrie managed to bring him back, but unfortunately he was trying to save his wife, so she ended up knocking him out again. We went into the cave where we found Victor's ex-wife. The ex-wife was trying to wheel and deal and bargain her way out of it. Victor wasn't having any of it. He asked if she, in hindsight, now that she had free will, would still marry him under false pretenses and murder his children and steal all of his belongings and money and get him exiled. She said she wouldn't. Turns out that was a big old lie.
Is
So
that true?
Victor kind of snapped.
I mean, I could have been wrong about that. That's
You're the natural twin.
But yeah, so Victor snapped, made not one but two deals with the malevolent djinn that's within his inkwell to get his wife just out of his line of sight. And there are visible signs of corruption on him as they move through the cave and get into the Chamber of the Green Dragon, and that's where we started the last episode, is with the half-devoured corpse of my mother being thrown at my feet.
Yeah.
Oh, Victor.
At which point Victor says, you know what? Points to you, you're real strong, so I'm going to get to the point, and he outlined the nature of the deal, which is that their goal, like her goals and the party's goals, align. They don't have to like each other, they just have to work together. At which point, an offer was made, I guess to sweeten the deal, which was to strip naked and dance for its pleasure. This mass-murdering, sadistic torture lizard.
It was
Which
his
it
idea.
obviously thought was going to be great. Victor refused. At which point, since we had reached an impasse, Zarek decided to succeed on the deal and enlist the dragon's services by offering an elven sacrifice in the form of Victor. The dragon said,
Yes.
that sounds great too, I'll also take that. Except, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So Victor was fireballed multiple times. Carrie was grabbed by the dragon. There was some healing that was going on until eventually Victor was able to just stand up and walk out of the cave. A sacrifice needed to be offered, so the dragon practically killed Zarek and tossed him out of the cave. We all left. At that point, Carrie tried to heal a bunch of the malnourished elves. One of them was eaten by a swarm of rodents, at which point Zarek decided to cut the rest of them free. They tried to scatter and flee for their lives. The animals were chewing them apart. The dragon got pissed off, landed in front of the group, poison breath killed all of them, knocked Carrie out, grabbed her corpse, while Zarek slunk away into the woods.
Bravely.
So heroic.
Yes, and before Carrie could die, despite the intervention of Minxie and Vimic, Victor disrobed and danced for the dragon's pleasure in order to save her life and get the communication stone. And then they walked back to the ship, and I believe we ended just getting on board.
Yes, I think Zarek was getting there a little early as he snuck around the perimeter and gave the dragon a pretty wide berth there until he got back to the ship a little bit early to get things prepped, and you guys are just arriving now to see a Zarek on the ship, getting things ready to
How
go.
early was I to them?
How you had to go further than they did because you had to go around.
Right. sneaking at half pace.
We have
Yes.
130-foot bird.
Yes, I
That's
would.
not that much.
No, but going the
Not.
speed you were, I would say honestly, you were probably maybe a few minutes.
Okay.
That's about it. You guys really
All right.
weren't.
So I'm
yeah.
really just caught up in. Hoist those sails! Get us out of this brush! Come on, cats! Chop chop!
Yeah. You can see them just trying to like remember certain things. They have their little roles, but they're very like well organized. They go and break, and they just go to like individual points and start doing things on the ship, getting things ready.
I'll get to the helm.
Yeah.
Go!
Are you trying to get going?
I'm just trying to make sure we get a little
5
bit
minutes? I would say within 5 minutes, and the cat's being as organized as I said, I would say you can probably start to pull away within 5 minutes.
out. Okay.
Yeah, you as you guys start to
in ship
arrive
shape.
towards the ship, you can see it's just starting to kind of get a little bit of motion,
Yeah.
and that's where we pick off with you about to leave and the ship just about to pull away.
Calmly walking down the docks as the ship pulls away from the pier, I look up at him going, "Go! Go!" And I misty step behind him, up to the top of the deck.
Well then,
Good. Anyone else like to go?
I'm
made
just
it.
gonna be like, oh my god, cats. We told you not to leave without us.
yeah, you can see the cat on the deck going, "We do the thing that he said to go, so
What?
we're going."
Oh, you guys got onto the ship? Because
I'm
you're
just-
No,
I'm just gonna be running
she's
up and
yelling. So
grabbing.
she's on the dock
Really?
yelling, and
Yeah.
the cat's just waving. It's just Tobias going, "We do the thing he said to do. We
Yeah.
good. We go."
So, yeah.
I'm gonna try and jump onto the ship.
Yeah,
Zer-
it hasn't pulled away.
Yeah, Zarek just
Oh, that's
kind of
okay.
startles back. Actually, you almost knock him over, scaring him so much. And yeah, we're not going quickly. Hopefully, you guys have enough time to get on.
Yeah.
I would say it's moving at this point, and you can't misty step. So this would be like an acrobatics or an athletics, depending. Yeah, that's true.
See?
You can't get away.
Is that 30 feet on Misty Step?
Is that a 2 plus, is it athletics or does it?
You can do athletics or
Okay.
acrobatics,
the
because
plus
long jump
6,
is like
so
a
8.
30.
Yeah.
I will,
I know very good
as
at
she
this.
jumps and is about to fall
Okay.
in the water, I will use my area
I was
amulet
just
to
gonna say.
kind of like push her up.
So you're gonna give her
You get
advantage?
Yeah.
Or you're gonna
I'm
aid
not
her?
rolling
Okay,
that
so
one.
you find that you don't seem
10
to.
plus 6, 16.
Okay, yeah, you find you don't seem to weigh as much as you thought you did for a second there, as your foot just about misses the pier, and then you realize it's still enough momentum to carry you across for some reason.
Good
And
job.
Minxie helps you, and
Well
you
done.
land. And...
Thank you.
Alright, Minxie, you're getting across?
Yeah,
Okay,
Put out
then
my
you do,
hand.
do the same thing. You can use your area amulet if you would like.
sure. Just giving myself advantage.
Well, you'd have to roll an
Trying
Arcana
to
check
sail
first to
away.
see if you do
Knowing
well
that
enough
you-
to.
Just do acrobatics.
Okay.
Make sure we get
You're
before
pretty
the
accurate.
dragon.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Well,
I have
you.
my hand out.
Okay, so you're like, "Oh, don't worry, I got you, Carrie." Oh, silly Carrie. As you go straight into the water, you hear this splash, Carrie. Behind you, oh, thank you. As you look, and there's no Minxie there
King
anymore.
Cat swim and
They
jump
don't really
down.
like the water.
I'll just shout King Cat swim and I'll jump
I-
down to like try
No,
and
no,
save
no,
you.
no, no.
Are
I
you
can
okay?
climb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
In
you're,
a full
you're
play, just
Yeah.
you have to stop this, Carrie. You are near
I'm
suicidal
helping.
at this point.
I'm helping her. I don't even swim.
Alright.
I guess
I
my
don't
wings
know
failed
her.
me there, but I can still climb.
Mhm.
Climb up.
Okay.
Yeah, well, fly's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
You could totally, if you wanted to expend a
Oh.
spell slot, or you can get wet and just climb up the ship. It's up to you.
I'll just climb. I am
Okay,
a bit
so splash, and
frazzled
then-
right now.
Little nails dig into the side of the ship as you start to work your way up.
As soon as I see you're okay, I'll just put my arm down and like help you up.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you give her some assistance. There you go. Eventually, everyone is on the ship, and you guys can see that there is indeed a Victair standing directly behind Zarek as he's trying to get the ship moving. And where do we go from there?
As I stand on the deck looking at him,
Mm-hmm.
that mist that is kind of like an ink blot that trails behind me as I like turn
Yes.
into a ball and then reappear.
Yes.
It seems to
gem.
linger a little bit after I've solidified, so there are like black tendrils bleeding off me, and I go,
Ugh.
Zarek, what was the rush? Why were we leaving so soon?
You know,
Please, what?
because of the big dragon, of course.
On account of the dragon. Zarek,
So, I know we've
If it
had a
wanted-
rough day.
if it wanted to kill us, it could have. If it wanted to kill me, it could have. Remember when it almost killed you? If it wanted to kill you, it could have. Remember when it was puppeting Carrie's corpse? If it wanted to kill her, it could have. There's
just
no
being
threat from the
proactive.
dragon. No, there's no need to rush. It's on our side.
Yes.
If we wanted to flee by boat, we're moving at a pretty sluggish pace. Like, our boat will be gone. So what you're doing right now seems... what does it seem like? What does this situation look like to you?
Like I'm just trying to help, of course. Alright, I'm sorry.
Zarek?
I
You're not going to
tried
do it
to
here.
sacrifice you to the Green Dragon, but that was simply for the quest. So
the quest?
he would help us, and honestly, I thought I'd lost you. I mean, just look at you. Look at you.
You
All
have
the
a point.
black coming out of your eyes, and
Yeah. And you did that because you were afraid you'd lost me. And you think it's better now? Because guess what? I'm still standing. I'm on the ship.
but you did save me. So there is still some good in you.
No, Zarek, I didn't save you because I liked you or because you're worth saving. I saved you for the same reason that the Green Dragon and the bunch of us are working together. I don't like that Green Dragon. I don't like you. But we are working together. We're business partners, right? Remember? We don't have to be friends. We don't have to like each other. You are
Are you going
alive.
to try to kill me?
That depends entirely on you, Zarek. Entirely on you. Because the way I see things is that I'm going to get to the finish line. I'm
That's
going
what
to...
I was afraid of.
And see, I want an answer out of you on that very subject. I'm going to get there. Because, truth be told, the way that all of this has panned out so far, I don't think we could have even gotten this far without me. Going back, searching through your memory, is there a moment in this story where you really recall being an instrumental piece in its success? If you dig real deep, do you recall contributing anything of note at all? Remember how for a while there we thought we were all main characters? I'm sorry to break it to you, you're secondary at best. This is my story, Zarek, and you happen to have flitted into it like everyone else. It's my shop, my store, and Carrie just arrived on my doorstep. You and Alex just flitted into my world. I get all the pages. I seem to be negotiating with all the dragons. At first, I thought it was a big thing with Alex, the egg and all that. Nope, we had no Alex and no egg, and we still got that green dragon on our side. Thanks to who? So, I don't know, I think I will get to the end because I've been the only one getting us that far anyway. And I would love to see you at the finish line if you survive and even make it that far.
And what is it you want to do once you get there?
Well, I am going to try to right some wrongs.
Yeah? Or maybe you will just end up doing whatever it is that thing in your inkwell wants you to do. As apparently you've been doing some favors for it. Or it's been doing favors for you, I should say.
That is the nature of the bond, yes. It's a quid pro quo. It is a malicious spirit.
And you think
I
he will
acknowledge
just let you rewrite all of existence?
Zarek, are you familiar with the idea of removing curses?
Of course.
It can be done. You've heard of the concept of getting out of a bad deal with some terrible devil or demon or creature of
Yes,
that nature?
and usually that entails making another bad deal with someone else.
You know what? When the person's trying to do it all by themselves, I imagine it's a pretty tall order. It's a pretty deep hole to try to dig oneself out of. That's why I was hoping I was going to have your help. That's why I was hoping I was going to have a bunch of people who I said loved me right before you stabbed me in the back help me get out of this exact situation. I thought it would be a little bit easier to get it done and do it the right way with people who had my best interest at heart,
I
keeping me
do
on the right road.
have your best interest at heart.
No,
I do.
you did not.
That's why I could not kill you. Even though you've become this sick thing And maybe we can fix you. And maybe it was just that djinn of yours that made you kill your ex-wife. Or maybe that was all you. I don't know.
Zarek, do people deserve, rightly and justly, to be punished for their past transgressions? If someone does something wrong, is it right to punish them for that wrong?
You have no right to murder anyone.
What I am asking you, and don't avoid the question, Zarek, is if it is actually a good and justifiable thing to punish those who have done evil.
Within the proper means. What you have done is just horrible.
Within the proper means.
From what I've heard, she had done nothing wrong.
What did you say?
She had done nothing wrong.
Oh, this is gonna be. Do we come up yet?
You guys are on the boat, and
Yeah.
you guys are. It's not a huge boat.
Feel like
You
at
can hear
this
them talking.
point-
They're not whispering.
Yeah, at this point, once they get starting to get angry, I'm gonna come over and just like stand next to them and just. Are you guys okay?
No, Carrie, no.
This man is a murderer. You all saw it.
Oh,
How can we let him rewrite all of existence? How can we even let him on this ship?
Zarek, I think now is not the time.
I thought he was good again when he saved me from the dragon. But no.
We have all done bad things.
What have I done?
Wait.
Were you not there when we were discussing the future of the cats and rats? Do you forget
I knew
that?
you would bring that up.
Well, odd that you would set me up so wonderfully then.
I never did anything. I just came up with a possible solution that was frowned upon.
Yes, slavery is frowned upon.
And we
is
did
it
not do it. I was just contemplating the idea.
We found a loophole out of it. We found a loophole, at best. A technicality, to be sure.
Between that and the dragon, it seems like Mark's just ready to sacrifice anybody.
Now,
For the cause, perhaps
I didn't really say it. I'm kidding, guys.
perhaps...
We have a mission
Yes.
to be doing.
Yes.
We need to stick together.
See, that's why you're wrong, Carrie.
Ultimately.
That is where you're wrong.
I
We
am
cannot
willing-
let him anywhere near the final chapters of this story.
Am I to understand that you are going to stop me, even if I go on my own to still work towards the goal of freeing the God Author and ultimately restoring all of reality to its rightful order?
To what you think is his rightful order. And that's probably just killing half of the world.
I don't
Guys.
know what I have said or done that has led you to believe that I would destroy half of the world
It's not
in
just
trying
you.
to set things right again.
It's that thing. He's hungry. I can feel it.
And I can find a way out of it. You do understand that the very nature of the quest that we're embarking on is absurd in its scale. It is nigh on impossible, and yet we are all doing it all the same, fairly convinced with some degree of certainty that we will actually succeed. We are looking to gather the aspects of a god dragon, all 5 of which are inherently evil, in order to overthrow someone who has managed to overpower the creator of the universe itself. That's what we're currently doing. And you think me getting out of a deal with a minor entity, a little demigod? You think that is beyond the pale? You think that is beyond our reach?
Can it hear you right now?
Yes, it's in my head. It always has been since I made the pact with it. I do not fear it as you do, and I know it far more intimately. I understand what it wants. I
Just
can
remember,
speak in its
you
presence.
work for him.
That's where you're wrong. It's trapped in a goddamn inkwell. It's sat on my desk for decades, Zarek. This thing is powerful only if I let it be. If you had told me that you were concerned, guess what? I am concerned too. I expressed as much to my friend Carrie here as soon as I had struck the deal. I knew it was a bad thing, and I knew it had to be undone. I would have loved to have had some help in doing it.
We have all done bad things by impulse. And I think now is not the right time to be concerned about them.
The only bad thing I did by impulse was make the deal with the djinn.
Yes.
I do not regret what happened to my wife.
No.
If you believe that you can justly punish people for their past transgressions, my wife, who deceived me into marrying her so that she could get herself and her family out of debt using my accumulated wealth while knowing full well that she would perform her wifely duties and then kill my children should I have any?
Unborn
That's-
children you saw in a dream.
Oh God, no! I'm gonna take Zarek and
They never existed. It was never your fate to have them.
I'm taking Zarek away.
Oh God.
At that point, I'm taking Zarek away. If I have to carry him and drag him down below, I will.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
If you're just stood there in shock, then. Yeah.
I honestly did not see that going that way. As a surprise action,
You're shaken because you know I speak true.
bonus action, Hex, action, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
Yep, do it.
I'm gonna grab him and
Whoa!
have a chance.
Okay.
Well, this music's too bright and cheery for this. Holy
Another
hell.
fun day
Every
at sea.
time.
Do I have a chance to take him and just grab him?
There is
and
going to
put
be
him
a
like
surprise round,
Okay.
and then if we want, depending on how this is going to play out, we can
Calvin
roll
is so
initiative.
good.
that?
Acting.
So,
He's not acting as much as he is
I don't know how
experienced.
hard your heart is pounding.
It's
right now.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
can feel
It's just
it
a game, it's just a game.
sitting next to you.
It feels so real.
7 plus 7, 14.
Good luck.
Are you dancing?
No, no. Well, I'm always
It's
dancing.
a reaction.
But you're
Isn't it?
you're naked.
Yeah. I still
Are you
have
still-
He's just miming what his
Oh,
character's doing.
mage armor.
Oh, and plus, I guess.
When did you cast mage armor? Because
Mm.
if it's the morning.
Is it a reaction? Oh,
No, mage armor is like you cast it, and then for 8 hours.
sorry,
you have
my
its
apologies.
Oh.
So you would have to know that.
when I get off the boat that day.
So
Ah.
you, yeah, no.
8
If you,
hours.
this is a
Okay, then it
surprise
would-
thing. So if you're not,
No,
No, I've
it's
had it up
still
for-
up on
yeah.
him.
Oh, it
stays
Unless
is.
it's
there
been
for-
more than 8 hours since we got off the boat, then it would not be up.
since you initially got off the boat, I don't think so.
And I'll
It'd
make
still be
his
on.
Constitution rolls be done at disadvantage
Alright,
for
so-
part of the hex. So
That's
the
a-
first
okay.
attack.
That's a
misses.
14. Yeah, I will have to shield that one. I would shield it.
Okay. So he does his shield. Then the second attack. And that is 18 plus 7,
No wait,
25.
what was your first attack?
14.
Oh yeah, that means I don't have to shield.
Alright, and then 18 plus 7, 25 for that one being a hit.
That one hits.
Alright, I take my d10.
But I would use a shield because I don't know.
Thank you.
it
I was
hits.
just gonna say.
You don't have to, because shield lasts for the entirety of the round. One shield boosts you for the go. You don't have
Yeah,
to use 2.
no, I didn't
But
use
you
it on the
didn't
first
use it
one
on
because
the
it didn't
first
hit,
one,
so I'll use it
On the
second
first one, he knew it didn't hit, so the second one would
oh.
have. But yeah.
I see.
Thank you for playing that one honestly. So okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, okay, that is 14 force damage, 3 necrotic damage, and I will even call on the power of the Jinn to add 2 more damage.
Wow.
That is 15 no, that's
16 plus 4 is 20.
See what he's becoming. I'd pass out.
that's 19 damage.
Yeah. Oh.
It was a 14 plus
14
the 2, 16.
plus 3 plus
Because
2.
I'm still
Plus
pretty.
3 plus 2, sorry.
I'm really hurt from the dragon still. So
I will
can
take
imagine.
you down below decks.
Okay, I'm going to put a hand on Victor's chest.
Well, do we roll initiative now?
So-
actually, because
No,
that was a
Or
surprise.
actually
round.
fighting.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes, so
Just in case.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
trying
let
to stop that
You
by
know
what I'm
what?
doing right now.
as I go down, the hellish rebuke.
What do I have to do?
Oh, you guys.
What do you have to do? Let me tell you what you have to do. You have to do.
And is it in response to being hit by an attack? And the
yeah,
whole
it's my reaction there.
So if you are
minute,
unconscious,
shield's
you
a
cannot
reaction.
make. Yes. Yeah. If you're unconscious, you can't make a reaction, and you already used one. So. All right. So he is down. That was a surprise round. Before we roll initiative, since the fight is effectively already done.
correct.
Lisa.
I'll just place my hand on Victor's chest gently. No, Victor, he is not worth it. Let's go for a walk.
Where would you like to walk to, Lisa? We're on a boat.
To that end of the boat, Victor, over there. Let's go.
All right. A change of scenery is in order. To the other end of the boat.
Yes, take my arm.
And you can feel him just like vibrating in his
It's okay.
in his space as he
Come
just
on.
pretty much allows you to pull him to the other side. All right.
I think that would be okay.
I'm gonna get very upset and just toss Zarek over my shoulder and take him down below.
I thought you were tossing him off the ship.
No, oh, no. I can't toss him off the ship, but I am very upset with Zarek.
So you doing this like a grapple check then?
Well,
He's
don't
unconscious.
need to. Yeah.
He's
Oh
a,
yeah, because
he's
you
a
went down.
limp
Sorry,
dead
my apologies.
body.
Yes, my apologies. So you're taking him down to the hold then. So yeah, if you go down there, you'll see your friend down there too, actually, because
Oh, great.
yeah, he's just kinda,
Yeah, I'm just gonna plop him down on the chair next to him and heal him back up for...
He got me,
And-
didn't he?
Why do you keep healing people Victor puts down? You put him down for a reason.
Because he's unconscious and he has to do like death saves and stuff. Or unless like
You can like just
What are you doing? Let her heal me.
he has
no, it's okay. I'm just saying. Just see where this is going.
If he's gonna try and like jump up though, once
Mhm.
I healed him, I'm gonna hold him down.
I was just
And
gonna
then that'll be
say.
a grapple.
I was just gonna say. I would,
It worked
okay.
so well with my
Yeah.
father.
Yeah,
He's
I'm a
very weak,
bit
he's not
startled
really
when you wake me
shouting.
up, just waking up in
Okay,
the basement.
so-
So I will kind of try to jump up, but
Okay.
you can easily
So
restrain
what
me.
exactly is happening? So you
I'm
are
gonna put
bringing
him down on the chair,
Yeah.
heal him up, and if he tries to jump up or move anywhere, then I'm gonna hold him down.
Okay.
Now remember that we haven't leveled up yet, so whatever you had out of your pool
Yes.
is still out from before.
Right. So it'll be like, oh, natural 20.
For healing?
For for
Oh,
grappling
medicine.
you.
Or- oh,
grappling you.
yeah.
No,
And then
I'm not
it's-
even fighting you. I was just jumping about of being startled.
Oh, okay, I'm still gonna hold you down though.
Nice. So yeah, you can feel the lights kind of come on a little bit as you're just sore in every little turn of your neck, and just everything hurts. And then all of a sudden, you just get squeezed by these
Yeah, you've
huge
got, like,
metal arms. Just with a 20, it's you're not going anywhere. But
What
it's not
happened,
like you can
Carrie?
Go anywhere anyways.
He knocked you out.
And that's it?
Yes, that's it.
Did you have to save me or fight him off or anything?
No, he is just really shaken up and he is talking with Minxie right now.
What are we gonna do, Carrie?
We're gonna be okay.
How is any of this going to be okay?
Because it has to be. I don't see anything because any way that this can't be okay. Like, it just has to be okay. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what this genie's gonna do. But I've made a lot of deals in my life. I've done a lot of horrible things that you don't know about. If you knew half of them, you would be shouting at me louder than you shouted at Victor.
What's the worst thing you've ever done? Murdered anyone in a rage?
Not in a rage, but
It's
blown
even
up,
worse!
blown up innocent people. That pirate keep. That's where I lived. I was blown up. I've done far worse destruction than that. I've blown up ships. I've taken over ships. I've chucked people overboard.
Do you regret it?
Yes, I regret every second of it. It's why I try and do good. It's why the only thing that I do in my life is trying to do good and protect people from evil things. It's why I was trying to stop Victor from seeing that his wife was an evil person. Evil, horrid person.
Yeah,
And you just
looking back
told
on that,
him.
I may have chosen my words a little better.
I was the only one that knew. He was completely oblivious. He thought that she was at least redeemed in some way.
No, she was a terrible person.
She
but
is a
didn't
terrible person, but I don't want Victor
deserve
to
a
know
fate
that.
like that. And
I think you understand that. Like, with Alex, you want to save her from all the bad and evil in the world. You want to protect her from the horrors that she hasn't
I
seen.
did, and obviously that did not work very well.
That's why we have to help everyone.
I'm trying. I'm trying to make the best of all this.
We'll make
Just-
the best of it. It'll be okay.
I don't think any of us are good enough to be dealing with the fate of everyone.
Well, clearly there's some reason that we've been lumped with this burden.
I,
Saving the entire universe.
for once, I think I might actually agree with Victor that I don't think I'm that vital to any of this.
No, you are. You have been sent to us for a reason.
And what reason is that?
Victor doesn't-
I can't fight.
You can! You
You
are
saw-
an amazing fighter!
I've gone down 3 times in the last 6 hours.
That was a fluke. That was insane.
Is that hero material?
I went down too. I was about to die.
I tried freeing those people. They just ended up getting eaten up by the deers and bunnies.
But we had a chance.
Lucky there
We're
was
gonna try.
that giant hero Vimic who saved you, so... What a guy.
Wait, he didn't even.
No.
You weren't there, so to see what he did. He did.
I
very
called
little.
on him. I called on him. I made that happen.
Well, we're gonna have to try and just find some way of helping everyone. Find some way of
Well-
getting through this.
You have a connection with your god. Can you use that to maybe get rid of this infection that's befallen our friend?
I don't see it as an infection. I see it as just the last bit of damage just coming over him. He can't help it. Like, I completely understand where he is right now. I've been there. Just when you're so angry that you want to destroy everything, even if it means destroying yourself. He just wants things to get better.
Yes, and he will
I
probably
see
destroy
that
everything
he needs
trying.
to. That's why
As
we
we
need
see.
that's why we need to stick with him. That's why we need to know that we are around him, that we are protecting him, that we are protecting everyone around him too.
We need to change him or
Stop.
bury him.
No.
To which one?
No, I will push you right back down to the chat. We are not harming Victor. I
Then-
could not stop you from blasting those firebolts at him.
Then-
A dragon was wrapped around my body, crushing me. I was so close to just crushing you.
You?
I can't. Yes, you were burning Victor, even when he was on the ground.
I admit it probably looked bad. Probably looked like I was the bad guy there. But I only had good intentions, and when it came time to finishing it, I could not do it.
I know.
It's
and
just
I
not in
saw
me.
Because I
that.
ran out of time.
I saw
And spells.
I saw that, but Victor didn't see it like that. I saw that you were cracking and you weren't able to do it. But that dragon was a horrible, horrible being. I hope that once it gets put back with its other dragons, that it at least can be calmed down a little bit. That it doesn't happen in your world. Because there's horrors and evil people in this world, just like Tiamat, that would do 10 times the amount of damage that that horrible dragon would do. But we shouldn't agree with it. We shouldn't give it ideas. We need to stop it and stop all the evil in this world. And if that means rewriting the world, then so be it.
You cannot rewrite the past. I mean, what's done is done. It's there to be learned from. That is all.
If you could rewrite your past, would you?
I would not. Because it's what made me who I am today. And those people are dead. I have buried them. My mother, my father. My whole world is gone. But that's life.
I guess so.
All we can do is try to set up for a better tomorrow, and I don't think any of us are good enough to do that. We need to find another.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's what I will do.
Maybe the author can be a good person. Maybe we'll find him and he'll actually be a good person.
And
You get to realise that he's actually creating life. Hopefully he just didn't even realise that. And that's why he's written all these horrible things into the world. Otherwise who would? Why would they have stories of horrors and evils where a little child has been corrupted by his father?
it's like your
Where
friend, the turtle, what he said. To see the light, you need a little dark. But this is too much. It's too much dark and very little light anymore.
we need to be the light then. We need to understand. We need to be good.
Want a
And
snack?
then I'll just look him and cry.
Okay. And that's
Got
what's
leftover turtle pellets you can eat.
yeah, and that's what's happening down below. What did
Alright.
Victor?
What is it, Vixie?
Victor, I feel like you really just needed to cool off. I realize that this has been a very rough day, and your friend seems like he is kind of an idiot, and he's just trying to push your buttons or something? I don't really understand your whole situation with them.
No, it's kind of what it looks like, actually.
Why would you have such a dick friend?
Well, that's the thing, he isn't. We don't look like friends because we aren't. He happened to be foisted upon me. He fell into my lap. The universe, it seems, is still echoing with the desire to give Victor a big old middle finger. It was designed that way before I had free will, and it seems like all of the bricks have been laid in such a way that even now that anything can happen, and the world is full of infinite possibilities, still there is some part of the world that desires to go back to its normal habit of taking catastrophically large shits all over me in my life.
Are you sure that you do still have free will? I mean, what if this was still a book?
It honestly seems that way, Mixie. And you want to know how I think that it still could be a book? Because the dragon didn't even know my name, didn't even know who I was. And yet, of an entire city of elves that were eaten, maybe like under 24 were left, the 3 that were left were the 3 people in my life that were most responsible for my trauma. I happened to bump into my father, who did not say hi to me. He tried to shank me to death and happened to hold back that my mother's life was in the balance.
Your mother?
Oh yeah, that was her corpse that was thrown on the ground when we met the green dragon. Yeah, at that point I was a little bit shocked into silence. Can you understand the day I've had? It is a bad day.
I do understand the day.
And maybe day is being generous. Minxie, it's been under a goddamn hour. It's been under an hour where my father has not acknowledged me after years of cutting me off and disowning me, tried to stab me to death, didn't tell me my mother's life hung in the balance. I knocked him out, which killed my mother. My ex-wife was in a cage, trying to make a business deal with me over a business that she stole from me. I asked her if she would not kill my children again if she had the chance, and nope, she's still game for it. Then I have to make a deal with this piece of crap just to make her go away, just to have a little bit of peace. Even an ounce of calm costs me deeply. It literally imperils my soul to try to get a reprieve for but a moment. My mother's corpse, the betrayal of Zarek, where he burned me alive and no one stopped him.
You know why I did that.
Why you did what, Minxie? You healed me, for which I am eternally grateful.
I was so confused in that moment, Victor, because I don't understand how your friend would have just attacked you like that. So I assumed, since we went in there, we were trying to do the good of your world or whatever is going on here, right? Because all of a sudden we had to start making these offers to this dragon, so I instantly stripped so that we could get on with it, right? And make these deals, and then he started attacking you, and then I thought, maybe this is what you wanted, because you just sat there and you didn't even fight back, and I thought in your sacrifice that maybe we would be helping the world?
No,
I do not
actually.
understand this world at all, and then I couldn't just watch you die, so then I had to heal you, but I didn't know if I should fight your friend. It was literally the most confusing thing in the entire world to me, and I don't understand it here, and I understand that your day is obviously much worse than mine. This is the worst day ever, but I don't understand it here. You're going to have to help me understand this. Nothing makes sense.
Allow me to clarify. I had convinced the dragon to do what we wanted the moment we met it. It was locked in. It didn't like that, or we were calling the shots, but guess what? It knew what the situation was. It was gonna do what we wanted. Then someone offered to strip naked for it, to sweeten the deal, which obviously it was going to accept. Then, because that was not necessary, and I did not want to disrobe for that dragon, then, we were at an impasse, and that's when my life became forfeit. So that's kind of to clarify what that deal was. And correct me if I'm wrong, Macy. You know what? It might be a case of you being confused from being in a different world and all. But you know another Victaire, yes? You're in a relationship with this person?
Yes, another Victaire, which is or isn't.
Do you still believe me to be that Victaire? If you do, Minxie, because what I'm about to tell you is if my daughter was going to be hurt by someone, instinctually, logic aside, I would jump to save them. I would
What
instinctually
if they told you
respond.
that they would like to die a hero, and you believed that they would be dying as a hero?
In that case, yes, I suppose if I seemed a little fatalistic, and please excuse the fatalism in that situation, because you're right, a good chunk of that was rather genuine considering the heaped mound of catastrophe and calamity that was piled on my shoulders. So you read that correctly. I understand why you didn't intervene. The question now, Minxie, is what are you going to do from here? What are we doing? I am on a ship with a man who has tried to kill me and who does not understand why I am doing the things I am doing. He does not believe that I can continue to go on in the world and work towards saving the world and everything in it. Where do we go from? Where are you going from here? I am leaving. Either I'm leaving or Zarek is leaving. And
I don't feel like I belong here, but I don't know where I even belong. I didn't find my Victaire. I found Vimic. That was weird, but
okay. All right. Here's the deal. I am going, one way or another, to the capital. Because I imagine, if there's news of any other dragons or any strange activities, news is going to go back to the capital, as it always does. In fact, some of it might even come to my shop. Because remember, I actually help people for a living.
that is what you said. Well, I mean, the other Victaire did too. We did a lot of good.
Great. Good. So, I'm going to go back to my shop and see if anyone is asking for help who needs it. And I'm going to see if I can find a hint of where the dragons are, and I'm going to move from there. Now, part of me wants to go alone, because quite frankly, I see you as another case of the universe just doing things to spite me. You literally come from an alternate reality where you know an idealized version of me who isn't a colossal fuck-up and moral disaster. And I get to stand here wallowing in self-pity and failure, and I get to know that you judge me all the while.
Why don't you just stop doing that? I could come with you. And maybe I could help you. And maybe you would start feeling better. You know, the other Victaire was not completely together when I found him either.
If you can fix me, I would like to be fixed. I do possess a desire to be a good person. Believe it or not.
And you are a good person. And I feel like everything that you did today was completely justifiable. Whether your friends see it or not. Your ex-wife was a horrible person, and she deserved to be imprisoned in that inkwell.
All right. I need you with me.
I am with you.
We're going to the capital. We're going to go to my shop. We're going to find out what the hell's going on. We're going to get the rest of the dragons on board. We're going to make this right again.
Okay. Take a deep breath.
Great. What do we do with the assassin on board the ship?
There's an assassin?
What?
Minxie, if what I have done is justifiable, if punishing criminals and murderers and plunderers and thieves and rapists and pirates and all that, if that is justifiable...
What? What else did you do?
I blew up Pirate Cove. It is a place literally called Pirate Cove. Yeah, it is a military...
You did?
Yeah, why is that funny?
Because... Okay, was there like nobody there?
Well, it was like mostly abandoned, but there were like some people.
Okay, so... We did the exact same thing.
What?
I mean, we didn't kill anybody. There was nobody on the ship, but we blew up all of these pirate ships, and it was really fun.
I've done it. I've also... What are the...
And that was for the greater good, too. So I'm sure that whatever you did was completely justifiable, because that is why you do things, Victor.
It was.
No, it was not! It was a military encampment!
Someone commented it was full of women and children, for those watching on YouTube, for the live stream. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Brian.
Daddy, will you teach me to sail today? Ah!
It is a military encampment called Pirate Cove, filled with criminals who are lifelong
That's
pirates.
not going to be like,
Yeah.
All right.
Your friends might not understand you, but I do.
All right. So it's not all as bad as I thought. Great.
You are a good person.
I'm actually, despite what it may seem, trying to be. I am simply fallible.
You don't have to say despite. I get you. You make sense to me.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. I was called a murderer. They said I murdered those people when I blew up Pirate Cove. It's actually called Pirate Cove.
Pirates are terrible.
When I owned a trading company, and they had my ships, they would murder my crews. They would burn my ships and steal my goods.
Because they're pirates.
Because they're pirates.
Yes.
They do that their whole life long. And I thought I was doing a good thing, and then they...
It sounds like a good thing to me. You get rid of the evil people, right?
That's what I thought, but... Okay.
You're
Nancy?
going to be alright, Victor.
I thought your judgment was going to be the final straw that broke me. I think it's the only thing right now that is keeping me with a modicum of sanity.
That is what I do, Victor.
Thank you so much, Minxie.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right. Now, if it is justified to have done what I did, in the same way that a judge may sentence a serial murderer to death without being a murderer themselves, that means that I am guiltless and that Zarek, the man who is in that hold, is an attempted murderer. What do we do with him? I am inclined in a certain direction, but I want to know that you will still be on my side, or tell me the right side. Minxie, I'm kind of putting it all on you right now.
Well,
Because apparently I'm out of my goddamn mind. Apparently I can't make decisions that make sense.
I could see how that comes across correctly, like for both of you though. You're probably just seeing the whole thing in completely different perspectives. So I don't think he thinks he's in the wrong, and you're not either. I just think you guys are seeing things completely differently, and that happens. But where I am from, we're all about giving second chances to people, and sometimes third and fourth chances too. People can change. Things can get better, and it has proven effective where I am from.
Minxie, I tried to be understood by him. It was a big part of why I started to drag his body back here, is because I wanted him to understand me and he does not. I don't know if you heard what he said.
I
But
saw that you
how
attacked
is
him,
he-
so I think he made you angry.
All I'm saying is, second chances are for people who want to improve. How can he want to improve if he doesn't see anything wrong with what's been done?
Maybe if I can explain it to him, he would
Pirates!
understand better.
You're a little dick.
I think that maybe you two just do not know how to communicate to each other properly.
You know what? Maybe I need another chat.
I
You're
mean,
right.
even when I started talking to you just now, you were all haughty with me, and now you are a lot more like the Victor I know. So, if I go talk to him, then maybe he can be more like the, what is it, Xeric?
Are your
the
eyes-
Xeric, his, that,
Xeric.
yes, that
Are
he
your
is.
eyes still black and full of black tendrils around you?
No. The misty step at this point is worn off.
Yeah, but the others.
Yeah, my veins are still black.
Completely normal phenomenon.
He just looked really grey.
Alright. I'm going to sit this one out. I'm going to stay here and think about some things. Thank you, Lindsay.
That sounds good, Victor. Anytime. You can talk to me anytime.
Okay.
And I'll just plop down with my legs between like the posts and my arms on the railing and just
Mm-hmm.
like staring out to sea.
You're on a boat, nowhere
It's-
you can go. Yeah.
I don't know how this guy would react. It's honestly
100%.
pretty boggling.
Now, the conversation between Victor and Minxie took a little while longer than that between Zarek and Carrie. Carrie, is there anything you're going to do before Minxie makes her way downstairs?
As soon as I've like kind of cleaned myself up, not crying as much anymore,
Yeah.
I'm going to just try and look my strongest, my readiest into going to battle, and go to walk upstairs and wait until you finish your conversation.
I'm just gonna sit in a chair down there
Oh,
and try
yeah,
to
I'm gonna
recover
tell-
some hit points
But I'm going to tell
if I
you
can.
to just stay in downstairs and don't go upstairs until everyone's okay again, just because I think having you two separate would be much better.
It hasn't been that long of a rest, by the way.
And-
No, I'm just
No,
he's
yeah, I'm just
trying to
gonna-
take it easy.
Yeah, be like, stay down there, stay in a room.
Okay.
Close the
Carrie,
door.
be careful.
I'm gonna be. I'll be okay.
And as you walk upstairs, you can... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll wait until they're finished with that conversation.
Yes, I was going to say, as you're out, you can see the two of them kind of chatting, kind of off to the other side of the boat there. And Lisa, as you're finishing up with Victor, Minxie walks back. And,
As I pass her,
Yeah.
I'll say, Carrie, be gentle.
Oh, of course. And I will go over to Victor, just standing over, and be like, "Ready, Captain? What's your orders?"
Don't pull that shit. No. Rufus is the goddamn captain. I took the title because I'm a shithead. I don't know anything about sailing. I learned how to tie a couple knots. 5 days. Remember that? Like you were there for that.
Yeah,
You don't have to call me captain. I'm not a captain.
I'm just trying to help.
You're always just trying to help, Carrie, and it never really amounts to much, right? So just don't bother. It's exhausting. I know that you'd like to do it because it makes you feel good, but it doesn't do anything for the people you're trying. Intentions aren't all that matters. In fact, I don't know if you realized what happened earlier, but you kind of cut deep. You did not help me. In fact, you helped the man who tried to murder me in front of you. A couple times, might I add. I was burned, and you brought him back.
He was still conscious. He was unconscious. I'm sorry,
What did he
but I have-
fucking do? Did he deserve to be in the position? Who put him in that position? Did he put him in that position?
Yes, he did.
Did I put myself in a position to be set on fire multiple times?
Uh-huh.
We all went in there for the dragon. We all knew what we were getting ourselves into. We
I-
knew that we were going to see an evil.
I didn't know we had a conversation about what was going to happen in there. That seemed to have caught me all by surprise.
Don't you remember that your plan was to work with Zarek to create an illusionary spell of elves?
Tell me, at what point did
And
the illusion
Tavern.
come into being? Did I miss that part?
It got mixed up. Our plans
Oh.
got mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. He did a simple mistake of not sacrificing illusions and instead sacrificing me. Yes, that's what it
remember all
was.
the times that
I'm
our
sorry.
plans went
I'm.
wrong?
What's that?
Don't you remember all the times that our plans went wrong? That
Yeah.
things happen.
No.
Things get confused.
You see, that's the thing, Carrie. Everyone else seems to get confused. Notice how the only thing that really confuses me is you all? I'm on the ball. I had a plan. I didn't get hurt by that elephant. I could have killed that thing by myself. I could have done this entire thing by myself. And I could have navigated that frickin' cave. But who wanted to go on the other side? Oh! Who wanted to snap the arm off of the statue that pointed to the solution to the puzzle? You would have actually ruined our audience with the Black Dragon. You understand that this entire time I have literally had to oppose you guys from sabotaging the mission. I am not confused. You are, and you don't
sabotage anything.
You're not trying. I know you're not trying to be the burden that you are. But you are, Carrie. I know that you mean to be the best damn person in the world. I know your intentions are pure, but intentions don't matter for shit. Consequences do factor in. You do actually have to do good. I know you wanted to save those elves. Guess what? They're dead. Not a single one made it. Do you realize that? Do you remember how I was saying, you know what? They're gonna die the one way, they're gonna die the other. At least if we leave them, then we're not gonna piss off the dragon who we kinda need on our side. If we do it the other way, we'll piss it off, and one of us could die. You would have died, Carrie. You saved no one, and would have died were it not for me saving you again.
I was coming in to help you.
I know
Chucked
you
me
were
down
trying
the
to help.
ground.
You want to know why I threw you to the ground? Because you hugged a burning man. That is why. I need you to understand something here, Carrie. That Zarek threatened to destroy my body. But a slime ball with a sword and a spell could not kill Victor. You, Carrie, when your corpse was about to be used as a prop to torture me at my lowest moment, I had the thing I was literally willing to die for, my dignity. You put me in a position where I couldn't make that decision anymore. You forced my hand. I had to strip naked for a creature that had just murdered a dozen
I had to do
people.
that too.
You
Got
didn't!
in there.
That's what you're not understanding. You're talking about people being confused. That's what I'm trying to tell
did
you.
it
That's
to
what I'm
help
trying to
you.
tell Mixie. The deal was done. We didn't have to strip in the first place. No sacrifice need be made.
I didn't say to strip. I didn't want to strip down. I only stripped down once I realized that maybe doing it would stop you from getting killed.
How did that work? Did it stop it in the slightest?
It
No.
did, and then it chucked Zarek out.
You want to know why it actually... Allow me to illuminate you, because I have a sharp memory for these things. You dancing did nothing to change its mind. I'll have you recall, even through the fire roaring in my ears, I heard it say, it's all or nothing. It was going to keep going anyway. And you want to know what stopped it from killing me? Me getting up and walking away. I refused to give in to it. Once again, I, having been burned through half of my life, had to saunter out and save myself. I don't think you fully grasp what occurred just now. I have been trying, time after time, to keep you safe, to teach you how to get things done. I have been trying to make you as effective as you can be. Because if you're effective, you can get consequences. And because you mean so well, maybe for once you would actually be able to follow through on your well-wishing and actually make some good things happen.
Yeah, I've tried to make good things happen. I've tried my hardest to be a good person, to stop all the evil in the universe from just corrupting it and being crazy. That's the reason that my family left me with you. Was because they saw the good in you, that you could make me a good person too.
I'm sorry to say that your parents were wrong.
No, they weren't.
Because I don't think I can teach you how to be better. Because it seems at this point, I don't know how many times in, that you refuse to learn. Carrie, maybe you should go back to your family. You are not my daughter. Your adoptive parents are still out there. My daughter would know better.
Punch him!
Please.
Kill him!
Please, get the ship going.
Yeah, leave and go do the ship.
Ooh. And at that point,
Jesus, Calvin!
God.
You're a sick son of a bitch, you know
it was
that?
hard to watch.
It's...
Look at all the comments on chat.
A little hot.
I know. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh my god, this is tough to do.
Oh, I know.
I see where Victor is coming from, but it still feels like Jimmy Cricket got bitch slapped.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jimmy Crockett is like the purely good person trying to.
Oh.
Yeah, in Pinocchio, he's like, don't do anything.
And you're just like,
bad.
you're small!
Always do good things, otherwise you're gonna have your nose grow.
Well, at that point, if you're walking away to work on the ship, Lisa, Minxie works her way downstairs, and you see a pretty dark shadow covered Zarek sitting in a chair. Just
Is there ale around?
oh yeah, it's a ship. There's
Can I grab like 2?
pretty sure the guy said he had 3 big barrels before he got going. So
Okay,
yeah, there's
Okay,
ale.
could I grab 2?
Yeah, I'm
drinks
already
of ale?
smoking
100%?
the biggest pipe I have down there.
Nice.
I will pour some of a health potion into one of them
Mm-hmm.
and pass it to Zarek and sit down beside him.
So, cheers.
Cheers. Well, I don't think your conversation went over as well as you planned.
That sounds like it's going very well up there too. I heard a lot of screaming.
Yeah, he can be difficult. He
Riding a bike is difficult. Exams are difficult. I think he's a little beyond that.
It takes some working on to become good at conversations. He's just not maybe used to these types of things. Look,
Look.
I don't think you guys necessarily need to see eye to eye, but you have to understand that what he does is justifiable in ways. It's not evil. He is not doing things out of evil tendencies. He is a good person at heart.
Care to disagree?
Why, though? You don't know the full story.
I've heard the story from his own mouth.
You don't think it's fair to imprison a person who cheats you and robs you and murders children?
I really don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to fix him, since that seems to be the only way going forward, since I cannot kill the man. And none of you have the courage to do it either. What was that healing potion? Was that a D4?
I don't have the courage to kill him.
D4+4.
And you guys are also cowards. Oh!
What did I say to you?
It was a what he said, 1d4+1.
1d4+1?
Yep.
Yeah, 1d4.
Who healed him?
I did. I put a potion into his drink.
And how much did you heal me for? Carrie?
When you lay
That
on
was
him.
like 3.
3? Okay.
I don't understand why you have to have the attitude with me. We don't even know each other.
I'm just tired.
Well, I think you should start...
It's been a long day.
Yeah, you might be feeling a little bit better right now.
I have a feeling I might not survive the night. There's that.
I can make sure he does not kill you. I have a way
He
with
seems
Victor.
pretty angry with me. I don't know.
You did try to kill him.
I know.
And it was completely unnecessary.
Well,
You didn't even need to make that offer. I didn't even understand what was going on, and you were just making that offer for no reason. And then you tried to kill him, so you can see where he's coming from. He had a very
I
bad
do see
day.
why he's mad at me.
How would you like it if your dad just tried to shank you, and then your ex-wife lied to you about everything and would still do all those horrible things to you, and then you would see your mother eaten, and then your friend tries to kill you? How would you feel?
I feel like I was having a pretty bad day, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe just cut him some slack. You don't need to talk to him or anything, but we need to all work together in order to fix this problem and get the world back to normal, right?
I think we have to fix his problem first.
I don't think he has a problem necessarily. But
Then you are as blind as he has become. And I'll get back to drinking and smoking and trying to forget this day ever happened.
Okay. Well, you just stay clear, and I will make sure he does not kill you in your sleep, okay?
I appreciate that.
Yes. Try to be a little kinder to me, though. I'm a nice person.
Have I not been kind to you?
You're being a little rude.
Well, then for that I'm sorry.
Okay. You enjoy your drink and smoke.
You can stay here. I like your company.
I will finish my drink, and then I will go.
Alright.
She's so charming.
Okay.
Fine. Drinks very quickly.
That's right.
That is what Nixie did on like the last ship.
Yeah. So at this point, you guys have been sailing for a little while, not too long. If you guys do want to get in a proper rest and some sleep after those crazy adventures with the dragon, I would recommend that you guys get some sleep soon. You know, if you want to get full 8 hours.
I'm gonna be setting up the ship to be ready to sail and going to bed. Or trying to sleep.
Yeah,
As best I can.
fair enough.
What's the weather like?
I'm trying to think of what time of day it would be. So you arrived when it was dark and fought that thing and then got back. It would probably be very late or very, very early, depending on how you look at it, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking more temperature.
Temperature?
Precipitation.
Precipitation?
What's the barometer reading?
Not very precipitous. Yeah, no, it's not very precipitous.
Then I will try to sleep the night in the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's a pretty
I have
calm
a
night.
better view of someone
It's clear.
sneaking up on me.
Good call.
Where is Victor sleeping?
I am going to take a short rest. Over the course of that hour, I'm going to use it to do an hour-long ritual to summon the inkwell back to me from within the dragon's cave. I'll also do my hit dice. I'll recharge all my spell slots. Before we skip to the night, I do want to talk to that man.
I figured as much. Okay.
I will find a way to get into a room and talk to
Will
this
not
thing.
be sleeping then, and I will be just ghosting him and hiding in the shadows.
Okay, so why don't you roll a stealth, and we'll just see how well you can pick up. Are you actively looking to see if someone's watching you?
I literally, I need to know that this guy is not going to stab me in the back again when I get us to the finish line.
100%. So
I want to know that as soon as I go, we're there, we're in the home stretch, I am not going to get murdered on the spot.
But are you looking around actively to see
I
if
am-
anyone's going to sneak up on you, or are you just using
No.
passive? Okay.
I am very openly trying to find
Perfect.
wherever he is sitting to talk to him.
Good. Are you trying to be
And
stealth?
she doesn't have
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to...
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why I was at. Okay, so can you roll just to see?
Yeah, 19.
Okay, so yes, that would beat your passive.
It would
I'm
beat
sure.
my
So
passive.
yes. Okay, so yes, you've if you're keeping an eye and actively trying to look, you notice there's really nowhere that he can be found on deck, which really only leaves an option, which is up. If you climb the crow's nest, peek over the corner, you'll see he's laying in there trying to sleep.
Yeah. So I'll... Hold on. Allow me to refresh my health stats and restore my HP.
Do we have a long rest or a short rest? Or?
That'd be a short.
All right. Yeah.
You can do like a short rest.
Little bunch of
Heal.
sixes, I guess.
Yeah.
To heal up.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19. And I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to get a spell slot back.
I just wanted to say to the people watching live, thanks for sticking around between like Red Thorn and Astro 5466 and other people that have come around, and Autumn and Creators Assemble and everyone else. Thanks for sticking
Alexia.
around up to this point, because this is a lot of fun and it's heavy and it's interesting, and a big part of that interest comes from knowing that other people are along for the ride. So thanks for that. But anyway, so
Thanks, guys.
yeah. So where are we at now?
Send your hate mail to Calvin.
Yeah, that's right. Did you guys, with that little mini break? Yeah, that's right. With that little mini break, did you get your dice roll and everything?
Yep.
Okay, so we're good to go. Okay, so Calvin, you crawl, and
I climb up
Yeah.
Do I see him coming?
the shrouds.
he's not being sneaky
No.
about it. So this would, if you're are you actively looking to see if anyone's sneaking up on you to kill you tonight?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
then-
the whole point.
Yes. Then I would say just roll, and Calvin, since you're not trying to be sneaky, I'm gonna have you roll at disadvantage just so I have a metric to gauge him against,
Okay.
just to see how loud you're being, just instinctually.
Gonna roll at advantage because I'm in the crow's nest.
Sure. Yeah. He's not trying to be sneaky, so.
So, am I to understand that every once in a while, you're like, "Weep," scan around, and then disappear again?
Actually, I have little cracks in the floorboards that I can see.
Yeah,
Oh!
probably like
Just
a
an
little
eyeball
knot in the
looking down
wood or
at you.
something. You see like an eyeball through the knot in the wood.
11 total.
What'd you get?
I got a 20.
Okay, so yes, you're
Dirty
very
20.
aware he's coming.
Oh,
about
sorry.
halfway up.
18.
Okay, about halfway up, you start to hear some cricks going on, and yeah, you're aware he's coming before he's there.
Victor, what are you doing?
Coming to talk to you, Zarek.
I don't want to talk to you.
Why so antsy, Zarek?
Such
As I'm like,
Stay back. Not a good time.
I may not be able to be redeemed, but I will be understood, Zarek.
God damn. Don't make me do it.
Do what? We both know you don't have it in you. You chickened out. You had your chance. And that's when a hand like grabs onto the wood at the edge of the crow's nest to like pull myself up and get in.
I will pause for a moment, since Minxie is, unbeknownst to you, she's involved in this. Minxie, what are you doing as you hear this conversation take place?
Just waiting.
You're just waiting at the bottom?
It was quite the show.
I love
yeah.
the idea of a little paper kind of dripped over the edge, like no Victairs allowed. Keep out of my Zarek club.
Yeah. Okay, so yes.
Only I had a thunder wave.
So Xerxes, you
Oh
see,
my God.
you can see this hand reach over as Victor's face pops over the edge to have a conversation or something with you. What are you doing?
I'm going to. I'm going to cast.
There's only one surprise round. Whoever gets it gets it. If you guys are gonna go this route, but I'm not
As of
planning
right
on
now,
rolling
he would
initiative
have
unless
it.
something.
He
Yeah,
would have it.
All right, I'm going to cast haste and swing at his hand.
like swatting his hand, or like
No,
you were
with-
taking a rapier to like slice his hand off, kind of thing.
Yeah, with my chain blade.
Oh my god.
I literally came up here to talk.
And I told you not to.
And Minxie's literally just like,
You-
"Hey,
yeah,
go
you
easy
are
on him, and like
terrifying.
lay low, be cool, like don't start nothing."
At least to him. you're
Well, he was
terrifying.
going up there all crazy.
I
Scared.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's murder in his eyes.
So, at this point, why don't you roll a hit
It's
every
like-
time? And you know what? I don't get. I have it on loop so that it just quietly repeats in the back, but it just doesn't want to
Put on
listen.
some battle music.
I am going to right now, but even with those playlists,
Do
it
I
still
have
jumps to this
Advantage
damn
because
music.
he's like helpless
No.
there.
I would actually technically count as having half cover.
I was just gonna say that.
Get wrecked.
And it's
My
just your
mechanical
surprise
fury
and
is about
then
to be
initiative.
unleashed on you.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, I
my-
rolled a 19, so.
All right.
That will be one booming blade.
All right. So-
damage sound.
Give me a D10 with that weapon. I got a piece so bad.
And you're using your. If you really gotta go, you gotta
Literally
go. It's live. They are very forgiving. here.
Oh, and that was only a 1 for damage.
And does
Only a
Booming-
1 for damage?
But that was the extra damage.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Does Booming Blade make a large sound?
Usually, but now because Victor, the friend he is, helped me improve it. It's actually
Oh.
force damage.
Oh, so I'm not even gonna hear it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
still
even.
asleep.
It's not
Cool.
even audible now.
Well,
It just
that's
it
okay.
cuts through him
I'm still fast
with
asleep
vorpal
downstairs.
energy.
So,
It echoes with the sound of thunder in a vacuum.
so how much damage did you actually do to Victor?
All right. Where's my damage? I think it's only +4, so 5. 5 damage with
5
that.
damage. Okay.
And then booming blade will trigger when he moves. And bonus action, I dance like the wind. Yeah.
So you go. I'm here to talk. Sound a little crazy. You put your hand over and start to crawl over as this comes for your hand. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it definitely hurts. And then you can see him start to take his defensive stance, like he's got the boxing gloves on, ready to go, kind of thing.
Moving like crazy up there. You can never hit this.
Now,
After
Ah.
he swings at Victor,
okay.
I will say, "Hey boys, have you heard a funny joke? I'm going to tell Zarek a very funny joke."
I hear you.
And-
Chainsaw blade.
Now, because no one's aware that you're here,
Yeah, that's.
and you can hear everything going on, I will let this count as the surprise round before we roll initiative.
Sweet.
Because
So we're also
Yeah.
taken by surprise. yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
completely accurate for the situation. So, Minxie, why don't you you're targeting Zarek?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens, Minxie?
What kind of dragonborn makes the best bards?
I don't know, Mixie.
The
What
ones
kind?
with the best scales.
Oh.
skills.
Oh, don't let it get to you.
Wisdom saving throw.
Please don't. It's not that funny.
It is a
It's pretty funny. Oh, I rolled a 3.
Oh yes, you are prone, my dear.
So as you feel this metal cut into your hand, blood starts and you see him pull the blade away and take that stance. All of a sudden, you can hear on the wind a joke too hilarious for him to resist as he laughs, trips over his own foot, face plants into the pole, and lands on the ground. And that's where we're gonna dog-ear this page because we've been going for about an hour 20.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna roll initiative at the start of the next
Thanks.
episode.
You saved me.
Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Like and
Yourself.
subscribe. On Twitch, we'll be right back, by the way. Just give us 5 minutes,
Yeah.
bathroom break, that kind of stuff. On YouTube, we'll see you in a few days. Remember, there are no small stories if you have a big enough imagination. We'll be right back on Twitch.
Stick
guys.
around.
Yeah.
We'll see how this turns
After you
out.
go pee.
Bear with us. All right. Bathroom break.
Break.
Oh, we got